Hey everybody, coming to you live today from Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Wilmington, Delaware. This is their Greek Festival Week, and I thought I'd give you a little history on this beautiful landmark here in Wilmington, Delaware. In 1890, the first known Greek immigrants arrived in Wilmington. They were the Cigares brothers, Panagodias and James. Within a few years, a name that is still known in Wilmington arrived and started the first big Greek business in Wilmington. John Gavatis founded Gavatis Candies, and the Greeks of Wilmington had their first connected leader. In 1913, Charles Terabikos arrived and opened a restaurant. The first indication of community came about in 1920 as the Greek language school was established on the second floor of the Presto restaurant at 8th and Market Streets. A study of early 20th century businesses found many confections and restaurateurs up and down Market Street, King Street, and beyond. Many of them were Greek. In their desire to organize the Greeks of Wilmington, they formed an association called the Victory Society in 1910, the Pan-Hellenic Union in 1912, but it was the men's organization called the Homer Society, formed around 1920, that evolved into the driving force that cultivated the early seeds of what is now the Greek community in Wilmington, Delaware. In 1922, in Atlanta, Georgia, a fraternal organization was formed. Its goal was to Americanize the Greek immigrant by helping them learn the language and become citizens. But its lasting influence and its spearheaded construction of the Greek Orthodox churches, while organizing Greek communities throughout the United States. This organization is the Order of AHEPA, American Hellenic Education Progressive Association. In 1926, under the leadership of John Gavatis, Charles Terabikos, and others, the Homer Club in Wilmington was transformed into Wilmington Chapter number 95 of the Order of the AHEPA. With dedicated leaders and the support of the national organization, the Greeks in Wilmington were on their way. Greeks enjoy a special bond with their religion. Even though there was no church building, throughout the early years, services were conducted by traveling priests who would come down from Philadelphia. Some services were held at the St. Andrew's Episcopal Church at 8th and Shipley, others at the St. John's Episcopal Cathedral at Concord Avenue. They even had an old law building on 9th and Market Street that they used to use. In 1939, the community was formally incorporated, and the campaign to raise funds for the purchase of a site and construction of a church had begun. In July 1939, the community purchased the estate of the home of the late U.S. Senator T. Coleman DuPont for $35,000, and that's what you see behind me here. For the building of the church, the stables at the rear of the estate were converted into the first permanent church offices. And in November 30th, 1939, Archbishop Athenogras blessed the opening of the campaign, raised $150,000. During World War II, the construction was delayed of the church, but the Greeks of Wilmington did their patriotic duty by selling war bonds. In October 1977, the Hellenic Community Center was opened with a special event featuring musical artist Bobby Rydell. On February 5th, 1978, the new center was dedicated. Later that year, with over 20,000 square feet of new usable space, they had a Christmas bazaar, and they had a June food festival, which had George Savalas, cousin of TV's Kojak, Telly Savalas, headlined the musical entertainment, and through the 80s and 90s, the Greek festival began to grow. And at one point, it was even a 7-day event. They even do lunches now. And former mayor of Wilmington said of this ethnic festival, these Greeks get it. They only feature Greek music and Greek food. And so this week, we mark the Greek festival here in Wilmington. Very good food. Good entertainment, good drink, and it's a good time. So I thought I'd spend a little time this morning as people are on their way to work, and I'm going to drive over now myself, showing you this beautiful building here, the Greek Orthodox Church in Wilmington. tell you, come on down to the Greek Festival, have a good time, and have a great weekend. Take it easy. Next week, it's St. Anthony's Italian Carnival, the Italian Festa, Festa Italiana, one of the biggest ethnic celebrations on the East Coast. So next week, I'll bring you a little something from that, okay? Take it easy, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.